Island?
Yeah.
The sun is up, time's at hand. There's a stir across the land, and so begins another day on life's highway. On city streets, down country roads, like a stream the people flow. There's bread to win and tolls to pay on life's highway. There is hope with every turn, a bridge to build, a bridge to burn. Here's hoping you will never go astray on life's highway. We are young, then we're old, passing through, then passing on, like the roses bloom and fade on life's highway. Step by step, round and round, never knowing where we're bound, from the cradle to the grave on life's highway. There is hope with every turn, a bridge to build, a bridge to burn. Here's hoping you will never go astray on life's highway. The sun is up, time's at hand. There's a stir across the land, and so begins another day on life's highway.
Steve Order.
Shit. Oh, man. Show off. Oh, quit it.
Brian Regan once again, everybody.
Oh! I actually went to the hospital a couple of months ago.
What's that about?
Well, I had some stomach thing, you know. I didn't know what it was at the time, and I was hurting, so I drove myself to the emergency room at 2 o'clock in the morning, and when I get there, I noticed they have no valet parking. If there's ever a place where they could use a valet parking stand, you know, if there's ever a time where you want to go, can you park this? Because I need to collapse immediately. But no, I got to deal with, please take the ticket. I'm grabbing a ticket. I'm driving around a lot. Hey, can I park there? I think I'm going to die. I'm dying too. Okay, go ahead. I'll go up a couple levels. So I finally park, and I go in for the check-in process, and the guy's like, you know, what seems to be the problem? And I don't know what to say. I'm like, I don't know. Everything on my inside wants to be on my outside. You know, my ribs want to come out and say hello. I don't know the technical jargon, but there's a lot of G's and H's. It's you know. I don't know how you would spell that or file it. So the guy, you know, he's nice. He checks me into a room, and it's not even like, it's like a half room. You know, there's like a curtain. And there's a person over on the other side of the curtain, some mystery person who's moaning, you know, just, and I'm like, they're never going to help me with them moaning like that. So now I got to out-moan them, you know. They're like, I'm like, and they're cranking it up. I'm like, the whole floor, it's like a haunted choir, you know. It's got gotta be hell to work in that environment, you know? Would everyone just please stop moaning? We're all hurting. They know that. It's an emergency room.
A few minutes ago, we were talking about the monsoon, and in that discussion, Andrea said this.
I thought they predicted if 3 days in a row, blah, 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 then explosion of rain for all of us.
Okay, hold on. Hold on. Back that up again.
Blah, 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 blah.
Does that sound like anything to you guys?
Blah, 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 blah.
Andrea's doing the chicken dance there.
Oh, yeah.
Come on.
In a row, blah, 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 blah.
Blah, 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 blah. Come on now. Andrea is going to lead us in the chicken dance.
Hey,
Ladies and
maybe
gentlemen.
that'll work.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, we called in the Tim and Willy and the All Earl Orchestra and scheduled an emergency recording session.
With Flaco Jimenez on accordion.
Yes, so we've put together this masterpiece. Now, we've also added in the guest horn player, which is Squeaky the Seal from the Downtown Aquarium.
Oh, good.
So this is now the new deluxe mix of Andrea
Deluxe mix.
doing the chicken dance with Tim and Willy on KNIX.
Blah, 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 blah. 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 Then explosion of rain for all of us. Then explosion of rain for all of us.
That's what it's all about.
Then explosion of rain for all of us. Then explosion of rain for all of us. Blah, 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 blah.
Andrea!
I don't know.
All right, then.
He had plastic bags wrapped around his shoes. He was covered with the evening news. Had a pair of old socks on his hands. The bank sign was flashing fire below. It was raising rain and spitting snow. He was curled up behind some garbage cans. I was afraid that he was dead. I gave him a gentle shake. When he opened up his eyes, I said, "Oh man, are you okay?" And he said, "I just climbed out of a cottonwood tree. I was running from some honeybees, drip drying in the summer breeze. After jumping into Calico Creek, I was walking down an old dirt road, past a field of hay that had just been mowed. Man, I wish you just left me alone, 'cause I was almost home." Then he said, "I was just coming round the barn about the time you grabbed my arm, when I heard Mama holler, 'Son, hurry up.' I was close enough for my own nose to smell fresh cobbler on the stove, and I saw Daddy loading up the truck. Cane poles on the tailgate, bobbers blowing in the wind. Since July of '55, that's as close as I've been. I just climbed out of a cottonwood tree. I was running from some honeybees, drip drying in the summer breeze. After jumping into Calico Creek, I was walking down an old dirt I was almost home. I said, oh man, you're gonna freeze to death. Let me drive you to the mission. He said, boy, if you'd left me alone, right now I'd be fishing. I just climbed out of a cottonwood tree. I was running from some honeybees, drift drying in the summer breeze. After jumping into Calico Creek, I was walking down an old dirt road, past a field of hay that had just been mowed. Man, I wish you just left me alone, 'cause I was almost home. Almost home. Man, I wish you just left me alone, 'cause I was almost home.
Awesome, you guys. That was.
Wow.
Thank you.
Appreciate you going for the high note, too, man.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, here's why I do that, because if I don't, when I finish that, you'll hear him in the background going.
You know, I'm just curious. What is the real George Strait like on a day-to-day basis? I mean, like, who is the George Strait outside the concert venue or outside the studio? What do you do in your daily routine?
I can't tell you that.
Come on, do you ever go to Home Depot and just stare at all the products and say, what do I need to help my home? Or the grocery store and the produce line? I mean,
You know, I exercise a little bit. I'm probably at the ranch most of the time, and, you know, I'm usually riding horses or roping. I probably rope every day. I used to play golf a lot. I fish a lot. And so when I'm not doing the country music thing, that's usually what I'm doing.
What about TV? You watch a lot of that?
Yeah, I'm kind of a TV junkie, actually.
That's what we all want to know. What does George Strait watch on the tube?
Well, you know, I love to watch the old Saturday Night Lives, and
Really?
I'm kind of hooked on those right now. I love to watch Seinfeld and.
Oh, that's cool.
any reality shows?
Well, you know, Anna Nicole, you can't not watch her.
Oh, my God. The honest George
You
Strait.
know, I mean, yeah, she's a good old Texas girl. We got to watch her.
That is definite entertainment.
Oh, definitely. Well, you know, I saw her at the Kentucky Derby the other day, and I asked her, where's your little dog? She said, oh, they wouldn't let me bring him. She gave me that big lip, you know, and the little, I just died laughing.
Tim and Willie and Greg Hahn.
Greg, do you drive a car that's filled with garbage, or are you pretty clean and
I
neat?
got a nice car now. I used to have a bad car. I got a good car. I used to have a car with run-on. Remember those?
Run-on?
You ever had a car where you turn it off and it keeps running?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, like it's trying to say something. You know, goo, 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 goo. My date's like, why don't we get out? I'm like, it's not quite done yet with the goo, 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 goo. Like it's surprised it made it. Wow! Then it would backfire. Gee, wow! Boom. Now the world's loudest handbrake. Hey, we're here! Gee, wow!
And
The only thing silent was the horn. It was great.
You know, I don't think you guys believe that Willie really is a hot jaw harp player.
He really is.
So, little jam session here. Sarah Evans and Willie and Casey, and Sarah's even got the bongos, man. This is going to be like...
Don't tell him he's playing bongos.
All right, then.
Because if it's bad, they'll know. Okay. This is like Corky.
It's the Doobie Brothers, isn't it?
Down around the corner, half a mile from here. See the long train a running, boy, and you want to disappear without love. Where would you be now?
It's really good, too. Big finish.
Without love.
Where would you be now?
That was pure.
Dang, we've got to go back in the studio.
I'm telling you what, that was classic right there.
Are you a Waiting for Guffman fan?
Yeah, I don't know it. Sorry.
Oh, I have got to go.
Oh, that's it. And
That's it?
then she stormed out.
We didn't judge you, you know. About the whole cowbell thing. It's Gas Shortage Crisis 2003. Dun, dun, dun.
It's not a crisis. It is a problem. It is a problem. It is a problem.
It's a problem, and we have the governor in studio with us here on KNIX.
I think the one question probably on most people's minds is, what do you think about Arnold Schwarzenegger? Would he be a good governor for California?
Conan the candidate.
What was your favorite Arnold Schwarzenegger movie?
My favorite one, I liked Kindergarten Cop. I thought that was a cute movie.
He's doing one now called Kinder Morgan Cop. Will you be seeing that?
Get boarded. Hey, not Total Recall.
There you go.
Right. There you
Excellent.
go. Yes, it is Daryl Hammond. It's cool to get to hang with you.
It's a pleasure, you guys.
I love when you do Geraldo. He's such an idiot.
You know what's strange is that people at Fox News like it too.
I bet.
Yes.
He is clearly a talented guy, but then like once or twice a week he goes insane. When he start, when he's like, and Osama bin Laden was here only moments ago. I had him in a headlock. I need him in his dastardly groin. Osama bin Laden has shaved his beard and he taped all the hair to his back and chest. He is sneaking into Mogadishu as a Baldwin brother. Like, Geraldo, what happened?
I understand you have a turkey, right? A pet turkey?
Oh, I should have known this would come up.
Here it comes.
I bought this farm about this time last year, and in the springtime I started buying lots and lots of chickens and ducks. And I went to Arkansas and was playing a show, and they were selling some turkeys out there, so I bought 12 baby turkeys and took them back on the bus with us to Nashville, which the band was just furious because you couldn't sleep. They were just squawking. And so I have this male turkey that has grown to be my favorite pet, even over, lots of animals on that farm. But my pet turkey is hands down my favorite.
That's his name.
Animal.
Really?
Yeah,
Turkey. Turkey the turkey.
I named him about the same time we named that first album Blake Shelton. So I figured while I was being really creative, while we were on a roll, we would just go with it.
Now, turkey survived Thanksgiving?
Turkey did. You know what was hilarious? I had a bunch of table scraps left over on the stove and threw them out in the yard for the dogs. And I looked out the window and Turkey was actually out there eating some turkey.
Cannibal.
It was like, oh man, you don't want to be doing that. Right?
That's wild. In a weird sort of circle of life recycling kind of way.
He seemed to enjoy it. My brother said that I was rotten to the core. I was the youngest child, so I got by with more. I guess she was tired by the time I came along. She'd laugh until she cried. I could do no wrong. Well, she would always save me because I was her baby. I worked a factory in Ohio, a shrimp boat in the bayou. I drove a truck in Birmingham, turned 21 in Cincinnati. I called home to Mom and Daddy. I said, your boy is now a man.
She said, I don't care if you're 80, you'll always be my baby. Well, she loved that photograph of our whole family, and she'd always point us out for all her friends to see. That's Greg, he's doing great. He really loves his job. And Ronnie with his 2 kids, how about that wife he's got? And that one's kinda crazy, but that one is my baby. I got a call in Alabama, said come on home to Louisiana and come as fast as you can fly, 'cause your mama really needs you and says she's gotta see you, and she might not make it through the night. The whole way I drove 80 so she could see her baby. Yeah, she looked like she was sleeping, and my family had been weeping by the time that I got to her side. Oh, and I knew that she'd been taken, and my heart, it was breaking. I never got to say goodbye. I softly kissed that lady and cried just like a baby.
Way to go, Blake Shelton. That's beautiful, man.
Okay, give me a minute. Just a minute. All I need is a minute.
I love you guys.
Love you too. Blake Shelton, everybody.
Oh, Blake Shelton.
We're talking with Tracy Bird, and I don't know if you've had a chance to talk to Blake Shelton recently. Apparently, he's grieving after losing his pet turkey.
Yeah, we actually did the Indiana State Fair together Saturday, and I said, Blake, you want to go out and walk the Midway? And he said, yes. Yeah. So we're walking around the Midway, and he was fine. I was trying to keep his mind off of it, and then we passed that dadgum food booth where they sell the big turkey legs. And he broke down right there between the funnel cake and the Ferris wheel, and I had to console him a little bit. It's tough when you lose a turkey you love.
Especially a turkey named Turkey.
Please send along our condolences.
Yes, if you would. In his 3rd season of Mad TV, Saturday nights on Fox, Frank Caliendo. Hey, Frank.
Hey, Frank. Hakuna Matata. I like to go Disney sometimes. Means no worries. Why am I doing that? Dear sweet heaven, what was I thinking? Then I go, Farley, this guy's crazy.
Oh, my gosh, here we go. And we're dancing. That's not a joke. Who cares?
It's like automatic pilot. Caliendo's nuts.
Yeah.
See, that's what it's all about. It's like Brett Favre is the greatest player in the world. I mean, you could cut off both Brett Favre's arms and both his legs. He'd still be the best torso in football. I mean, that's how good he is. I mean, one time we went to Ace Hardware and made some keys. I mean, we stuffed them all in a pile, try to figure out which one opened up the bus. I mean, that's 4 or 5 hours of great fun.
Dear sweet heaven, I can't keep up with this guy.
Oh, he's good. That guy. I got a dog on my leg. Hoorah! When I'm hungry, I eat broccoli. Hoorah! Meanwhile, somewhere in another joke, John Madden's still talking. And then there were little people there, and they were making toys and putting one foot in front of the other. And Meister Burger had a yo-yo, and he said no toys, and that's why they call it Christmas.
Oh, my word.
What day is it? Who am I?
Welcome to the questions I ask myself every day.
Wow. Frank Caliendo.
Baby hair with a woman's eyes, I can feel you watching in the night.
all along with me. I'm waiting for the sunlight. When I feel cold, you warm me. When I feel I can't go on, you come and hold me. It's you and me forever. Sarah, smile. Won't you smile a while for me, Sarah? You feel like leaving, you know you can't go, but why don't you stay until tomorrow? Tomorrow, if you wanna be free, you know, all you've gotta do now is say so. When you feel cold, I warm you. When you feel you can't go on, I'll come and hold you. It's you and me forever. Sarah, smile. Won't you smile a while for me, Sarah? Oh, Sarah.
Very nice.
You're a rich girl. Oh, no, not that one. Here is
Definitely a dictator.
A little snippet of last night's interview. Dan Rather going up close and personal with Saddam Hussein.
Mr. President, do you expect to be attacked by an American-led invasion?
Well, I haven't really thought about it that much, actually. I'm mostly freaked out about that Michael Jackson interview still. I mean, if he thinks he's Peter Pan, I guess that would make me Captain Hook. Oh, and another thing. I have only had 2 plastic surgeries myself, but that was mostly so I could breathe while I was giving out orders to kill people.
Are you afraid of being killed or captured?
No, but I am very, very pleased that Joe Millionaire picked Zora. Although that Melissa was kind of hot too. You know, one thing I think that would have made that show better is if when the girls got rejected, they also got beheaded.
Mr. President, I hope you will take this question in the spirit in which it's asked. First of all, I regret that I not speak Arabic. Do you speak any English at all?
Yes, sure. Actually, I only know how to say one thing in English.
Well, would you speak some English for me? Anything you choose.
Oh, okay, then, well, here it goes. Let's get ready to rumble.
Very nice of you. We don't smoke marijuana in Muskogee. We don't take our trips on LSD. We don't burn our draft cards down on Main Street. 'Cause we like living right and being free. We don't make a party out of loving, but we like holding hands and pitching wood. We don't let our hair grow long and shaggy like the hippies out in San Francisco do. Sing with me. And I'm proud to be an Okie from Muskogee, a place where even squares can have a ball. We still wave Old Glory
down at the courthouse, by God. And white lightning's still the biggest thrill of all. Leather boots are still in style for manly footwear. Beads and Roman sandals won't be seen. Football's still the roughest thing on campus. And the kids here still respect the college dean. And I'm proud to be an Okie from Muskogee, a place where even squares can have a ball. We still wave old glory down at the courthouse, say amen. Amen. And white lightning's still the biggest thrill of all. And white lightning's still the biggest thrill of all. In Muskogee, Oklahoma, USA.
Joe Nichols, everybody.
It's Richard Jenny with Tim and Willie.
Richard Jenny. Hey,
Wow.
Richard.
He is the shock and awe of comedy.
You know, when I came in here, this guy was wearing, I just would like to say this. He's wearing flip-flops.
I know. That's our producer.
What is it like? Let's go to the beach Friday here? Or what?
I had the same thought this morning. I thought, I've heard of dressing down, but this has gone too
There are
far.
certain things men shouldn't do, and wearing flip-flops is about 8 of them.
I agree.
No, really. There's nothing, when you're having your coffee, than to see some big, hairy blue foot veins. That gets my day going. What's all that about?
I don't know.
Well, I'm comfortable. Well, I'm not, Spartacus. Put a shoe on. Hairy blue foot veins in the morning.
Y'all, it's the Dixie Chicks on 102.5 KNIX. Here's a song just for Tim and Willie.
We went over to jolly old England, where I was bad-mouthing our president. I said I was ashamed to be from Texas, now our fans are harboring resentment. We felt some pressure from our record label. If looks could kill, I would have surely died. They said it would be good for public relations if I would just apologize. I guess I'm wrong, so I'll say I'm sorry, now get off my back. I'm wrong, now go ahead and attack Iraq.
I will give you a quarter if you just stop talking.
Shut your sasshole.
You talk too much.
Shut your pipe hole, Missy.
Hey, you shut up.
Now me, I went to Nashville, tried to be a big star, sold a bunch of CDs, things are good so far, bought a couple of mansions, got myself a new car, shot off my big mouth, now it could be all gone. Hey, I'm a musician, not a politician. I'm just a chick who plays guitar and sings. Next time before I make an idiotic comment, I'll think, because I'm wrong. For my stupid wisecracks, I'm catching lots of flack. I'm wrong, and I can't take it back. Oh yeah, I'm wrong, yeah.
Jim Gaffigan is here with Tim and Willie.
I am an actor and a comedian, but I also was a film director in everyday life. So when someone was telling me a boring story, I could just go, and cut! I didn't finish. We got it! That's a wrap. That would come in handy. You come home late, your wife's like, where were you? And cut! Let's try it again. This time you don't care where I was. In fact, you're happy to see me. Action! Oh, that was a good joke.
I don't know.
Yeah, write that one down.
This guy's funny. I do feel a little nauseous. I had a Hot Pocket last night for dinner, and I'm still feeling it.
Really?
They've got the vegetarian Hot Pocket now for those of us that don't want to eat meat but still would like diarrhea. Hot Pocket. And cut!
All right, and we've got her. She is going to be co-starring with Arnold Schwarzenegger in the summer blockbuster Terminator 3, Christina Loken.
Oh, this is Tim and Willy.
Yeah.
Hey, how's it going?
In the new Terminator movie, you are TX, the most sophisticated killing machine ever.
That's right.
Tell us a little bit about the role and the movie and how it was working with Arnold.
Okay, well, those 3 questions there. My character has a lot of new tricks up her sleeve, a lot of things that you haven't seen before. And I went through a lot of training when I got the job. I put on about 15 pounds of muscle mass. I did weight training, weapons training. I did Israeli martial arts. And I also studied with a mime coach to kind of get that surreal human, non-human aspect of the characters.
Nothing scares anybody more than a mime, really. So,
well, that was really the icing on the cake. They work a lot with internal energies and building heat. It's very difficult work.
It says here in your bio that you are trained in voice and ballet. Do you sing and dance in this film?
No, that's not exactly a character trait of mine. Okay. Are you going to just be putting me down this whole interview, or do you actually care what I have to say?
No, these are put downs. I would think that some of your dance training would have probably come in handy for some of the.
Well, I hope you see the film, and I hope you enjoy it.
Oh,
so
we are going to see.
Wait a minute. She just got all bent out of shape and hung up on us.
She just terminated you.
I think it was a little Bob Vila-ish.
I thought it was going pretty good.
No
actually, until
kidding.
Ooh.
She's not a woman. She's the Terminator. She's lucky she got to plug the movie at all, because without us, this movie will bomb.
You know what? I was just reading this from Associated Press that Christina Loken, during the filming of T3, went in for a sense of humor transplant, and it rejected her.
Now, you've got the guitar in your hand. Tell us a little bit about that guitar. It's pretty historic.
Yeah, it played on this one. Strangers in the Night. I had a capo, and it was done in E-flat.
That is the guitar you played Strangers in the Night in the studio session with Frank Sinatra.
Yeah. And just down every road, there's always one more city. That was Merle Haggard.
Oh, my goodness.
You never close your eyes anymore. I was on that one.
This guitar?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's great. Can I make a request?
Sure.
Would you play Gentle on My Mind?
Sure.
Oh, Glenn Campbell.
It's knowing that your door is always open and your path is free to walk. That makes me tend to leave my sleeping bag rolled up and stashed behind your couch. And it's knowing I'm not shackled by forgotten words and bonds and ink stains that have dried upon some blind. That keeps you in the back roads by the rivers of my memory. It keeps you ever gentle on my mind.
Oh,
It's hard to play
jeez.
like that.
Oh, brother.
All right. Glenn Campbell, everybody.
Thank you, Glenn.
Y'all, you're the man, dog. Thank y'all so much. When I want to laugh, I turn you guys on.
That turns me on right now.
A Glendale man got the point about being careless yesterday when he lost his balance while he was unloading a truck at the landfill there in Glendale. He fell backward right onto a pitchfork, hiney first. Elio Pompa from Glendale Fire says things could have been a lot worse.
Pretty fatty tissue there, not a whole lot of major life-threatening organs that are there, so lucky for him.
The pitchfork was successfully removed at the hospital.
But first, hold on. The guy is unloading some stuff and he falls backwards on a pitchfork. Did it stick in his?
Yes.
Wow. I think we ought to do a song for him. What's his name?
They didn't give his name. Would you?
Oh.
We'd like to hear from that guy. If he's out there recovering, we'd like to do a song for you and make you feel better. So call us here at 260-KNIX.
Pitchfork man, we're waiting for you.
Oh, no. Hey, can somebody help me here? Hey, anybody, give me a hand, can you? When I come home from work, my wife says that I smell like heck. and I'm sweaty, covered up with trash from my shoes up to my neck. I can stand and watch the land fill up with junk and wasted meals, and I really have to watch my step, especially banana peels. But I didn't see in front of me that slippery chicken skin, and I wound up at the hospital with a pitchfork in my end. No! There was carrot stalks in a cardboard box and lots of empty jugs of milk. I saw a few palm fronds and old croutons and a half a pipe French silk. Now my booty's full of holes, right where it went in. I got 2 cheeks and 4 holes. Yeah, I got 2 cheeks and 4 holes from this pitchfork in my ear.
Pretty fatty tissue there, not a whole lot of major life-threatening organs that are there, so lucky for him.
Yeah, lucky.
Got a pitchfork in my end. God, it hurts.
Jeff Foxworthy, Bill Engvall, Ron White, Larry the Cable Guy, the Blue Collar Comedy Tour movies tonight. Yeah! Yeah!
See?
Yeah! Woo! Yeah!
All right, it's 10:15. We're just...
See, that would be the one reason I'd be a DJ. I would have so many gags and...
Yes, we've got all kinds of little drop-ins and little sound effects. You know, Jeff, you don't play these a lot on your show on the weekend, but you're welcome to if you're in here and you want to just put a few of these in.
Wait till you hear these.
You know, it'll be like, it's Jeff Foxworthy and the countdown going on. What's at number 25 this week?
Bend over and I'll show you.
All right.
You feel free to borrow those anytime you want when you're in here, Jeff.
I guess in our own way, it's just people being real and being themselves, not unlike the glorious unsophistication of being a redneck. Am I right?
You know what? I have found with the redneck jokes, and we've talked about this. That's a beautiful
segues.
Yeah, it was a segue. The best ones have always been the true ones. I mean, not ones you make up. Yeah, but like here's one. This is one I do myself. If you pay $1,200 a year to store $300 worth of stuff,
good.
You might be a redneck.
If the place you vacationed last year won't let you come back this year,
that's true. Yeah.
If your daughter refuses to drive your truck because of the honk if you're horny bumper sticker.
The winner!
And here's one for Larry the Cable Guy. If your parole prohibits you from owning sheep.
Oh. Sorry.
Right.
Hey, Larry the Cable Guy.
Ron
fellas, and Ron White here.
So you slid out of the Waffle House?
Tell you what, I was going to work there, but they told me my teeth weren't rotten enough.
Blue, your kisses too. I never knew what they could do. I can't believe you're in love with me. You're telling everyone I know I'm on your mind each place you go. They can't believe you're in love with me. I have always placed you far above me. I just can't imagine that you love me. And after all is said and done, to think that I'm the lucky one, I can't believe you're in love with me.
Yeah, Lana. Here we go.
Your eyes are blue, your kisses too. I never knew what they could do. I can't believe you're in love with me. You're telling everyone I know I'm on your mind each place you go. They can't believe you're in love with me. I have always placed you far above me. I just can't imagine that you love me. And after all is said and done, to think that I'm the lucky one, I can't believe you're in love with me.
Brian Regan, the inventor.
I like doing the stand-up, as you guys know.
Yep.
But I'm trying to get into inventing.
Oh.
Inventing?
Yeah.
Nice.
And that's hard.
Yeah.
I'm trying to invent an ironing board that when you open it, it doesn't sound like this. Every ironing board I've ever opened sounds like a witch being boiled in oil. Why can't they fix that? Can you imagine getting the whole ironing board system approved in today's safety-conscious world? So what do you have there? Well, I call it an iron and an ironing board. I want to have like a surfboard-shaped device about this high, and I want to support it with two thin crisscrossing poles so the center of gravity is precariously high, so the slightest nudge would be sure to topple it. Then I want to put a big hot metal thing on the top of that with water the temperature of lava oozing out the sides and dripping off the board for burn wounds. I want one side to be a white hot heat for scarring. I want the sheer weight to be able to cause blunt force trauma. And I want the whole thing to come to a point for puncture wounds. Ooh, I don't know. It seems a little unsafe for adults. I'm not finished. I want a wire coming down so you can get the toddlers involved.
Ding, approved.
Yeah, every house has one.
Okay, people, men especially, you need to know this. Hairy chests coming back in style.
Am I to assume then that you're not into a full-scale panic yet?
Not yet.
Yesterday, we named Andrea the panic director of the show because she seems to be right on the brink of panic with this whole condition orange that we're in and concerned with duct tape. And
thanks to you, Andrea, too. Now my wife's in a panic after listening to the show.
She's on the brink of panic. She's not panicking. But if Andrea is our panic director, in other words, we're waiting for Andrea to panic before we start to show any concern, then Becky Lynn is the worrywart. And together, we've got a lot of latent stress working and anxiety behind the sines here at KNIX.
Yeah, because Andrea worried she can't get duct tape. Becky Lynn worried that she didn't get the best duct tape she could buy. I got this generic duct tape. I don't know if it's going to work.
That's Becky Lynn. There's a run on duct tape, and she has the last roll of duct tape in her hand, but she won't buy it because she forgot her coupon.
You know me way too well.
Meanwhile, the biological agents are creeping under the door sill. Anthony Griffith in studio with us.
You got any pets?
I do. I do have a dog. I really don't like animals because, people say dogs are man's best friend, and I've yet to have a best friend take a dump in my living room.
Actually, that's how I met Willy.
Right.
Well, it was a party, though. That's
right, exactly.
His brother's mom and I think he's rotten to the core. He is the oldest child, so he spoiled a whole lot more. His mom is tired by his constant need for dough. She cries until he laughs. She can't take any more. She thinks he's crazy. He's the 6 o'clock baby.
6 o'clock, baby.
He works at Hollywood Video, part-time on the radio, and he goes to ASU. Turned 21 in 97, acts like he's 11, and his future's not even planned. He raps like Slim Shady, he's the 6 o'clock baby.
6 o'clock, baby, 6 o'clock.
You know, we had this story yesterday. It was a little blurb there that said that Tim McGraw had the dream of being on the Will and Grace show, and he wanted to play Will's love interest. Now, when we talked with Tim a while back, you know, he shared his affection for that television show with us.
And do you have like a favorite sitcom that you all watch, or just you and Faith watch, or a TV series?
You know, we really like Will and Grace. We watch that a lot. Man, that is it's really funny.
It is a great show.
It's really funny.
Yeah, so anyway, he wants to be Will's love interest. Here's a little song by Willy for Tim McGraw.
I don't know why I act the way I do, 'cause I'm not single and I ain't into dudes. Will Truman is handsome and so trim. I'd just like to be the cowboy in him.
Oh my gosh. No.
I've got a wife that most guys would love to have, and every day I'm glad that I'm a dad. But that Will can sure enough make me grin. I just wanna be the cowboy in him. Yes, I love that queer program. I watch it with my whole damn clan. Me and Faith are real big fans, and I just want to be his man. I'd watch Will in the mirror while we work out at the gym. I just want to be the cowboy in him. I just want to be the cowboy in him.
Boy, that is just, that was good. That was a nice song there, Willie.
That's some good country music right there.
Right there.
Do you have anything gayer?
Well, there are new words that go into the dictionary every year, and this time, several have been removed. For instance, snollygoster is gone. Merriam-Webster also punted frutescent, wool stapler, and a few hundred more.
Harlan, let me ask you about some of the words. I'm going to give you the word.
Lay it on me, Big Daddy.
And then you tell me what it is.
Okay.
Snollygoster.
A snollygoster was one of the Muppets who was kicked off of Sesame Street for doing heroin. And now he's living with Captain Underpants on Skid Row.
Skid Row!
On the next, behind the Muppet.
Yeah.
It's actually a shrewd, unprincipled person.
Yeah, maybe to you it is, okay? I told you what I think it is.
What is a wool stapler, Harlan?
A wool stapler is when a fat sheep that eats too much hay has to get its stomach stapled.
Gastric bypass.
Yeah, like picture Rosie O'Donnell. Okay?
A wool stapler is a dealer in wool.
Well, what's the stapler got to do with it?
I don't know.
Here's your wool, sir. Click, clank. Staple its coat to your body so don't blow off in the tundra.
One more for Harlan Williams.
Uh-oh. It's always the last word that breaks you.
Frutescent.
Ah, frutescent. That's when a gay guy works at a delicatessen. I thought I wasn't going to get it, but I got it. Your corned beef is ready, sir. Here's your corned beef. Would you like a pickle with that? That's a frutescent, an easy one.
That is great.
This lady sent along a nice fax, and it's actually on her, looks like her letterhead, which she seems to be a RE/MAX realtor. Okay. Tim and Willie.
Oh, I remember now.
KNIX. Dear Tim, note that it's addressed merely to me.
Now, you made this sound like somebody caught me doing something on vacation that was like obscene or disgusting?
I'll read the facts. You decide. We report. You decide. Yesterday, I was in a small bookstore in a cooler region of Arizona. As everybody knows, Willie, you like to hang out in Prescott.
Yeah, but this was in Sedona.
The woman behind the counter asked if the man purchasing a small camera and I were together. I popped up and said, I asked the man to buy my book, but he said no. We all laughed. He paid for his camera and then asked how much the book was and paid for it.
Was that you, Willie?
He said, quote, once in a while, we need to practice random acts of kindness.
Oh.
He said he was Willie of Tim and Willie. Of course, I knew who he is. So, thanks, Willie. Cordially, Marilyn Kennedy.
And that doesn't surprise me one bit. That's beautiful.
But I didn't say to her, I'm practicing a random act of kindness. I said, hey, I'm pulling an Oprah.
Now,
That's very sweet.
I did see Willie about 20 minutes ago go upstairs and turn that receipt into the accounting department and get his money back.
No doubt, because we read it on the air. It's a
That's
part
right.
of the program.
I can write it off now.
So,
thanks, Marilyn, for
way to perform a random act of tax credit.
Everything's a bit.
Yes. Kathleen Madigan, you're a sports nut.
I am a sports nut. Yes, I've been watching a lot of sports. NASCAR's becoming now
NASCAR.
#1 televised.
That's it.
I don't get it.
Why?
I don't know. I dated a guy who liked it, and he's like, you don't think it's interesting? And I'm like, I don't care about driving. I don't care about driving in circles. I mean, maybe if they're driving to somewhere. I said I thought it was a little rednecky.
Sure.
He goes, no, it's expensive to participate in, which I thought was a good point. And then 2 weeks later, Dale Earnhardt Jr. was on SportsCenter, and he said that he wanted more NASCAR in prime time. And one of the reporters there said, is there anything you could do to change the image? Because a lot of people think it's redneck. His response, I swear to God, he goes, well, you know what? That ticks me off something real bad. Okay. Case closed, Your Honor.
Junior.
Yeah. It's just...
That's something fierce.
Dagnabbit.
1, 2, 3, go.
The hardest thing I'll ever do is to walk away still loving you. Well, I'd give anything if you love me. Some things just ain't meant to be. I can't say it's all been time lost, but in the long run, I'll be a better man, better off. I'm gonna find my pride, self-esteem, get on with my life, follow my dreams, ain't looking back. Learn from my mistakes, once I'm past this heartache, I'll know when the hurting stops, I'll be a better man, better off. Well, I know Rome wasn't built in a day, but there's a lot of good memories in my way. And if I had it all to do over again, I wouldn't change a thing except for the end. There's gonna be some pain, gotta pay the cost, but in the long run, I'll be a better man, better off. I'm gonna find my pride, self-esteem, get on with my life, follow my dreams, ain't looking back. Learn from my mistakes, once I'm past this heartache, I'll know when the hurting stops, I'll be a better man, better off. Oh, come on, dinner. Gonna learn from my mistakes, once I'm past this heartache, I'll know when the hurting stops, I'll be a better man, better off. A better man, better off. A whole lot better off. 2, 3, 4.
And I'm spent.
Hi, this is Steve Holy, and the show you're listening to is Tim and Willie in the morning. No, that's not working. Hey, everybody, this is Steve Holy. Hey, this is Steve Holy, and then Tim and Willie in the morning, and then these guys are off the hook. Hey, everybody, this is Steve Holy. Tim and Willie in the morning. These guys are off the hook.
Can you say this is Steve Holy, Tim and Willie? Good morning, beautifuls.
Hey, everybody, this is Steve Holy. Wait, what'd you say?
Just say good morning, beautiful, or something like that.
Okay. Hi, this is Steve Holy. Hey, everybody, this is Steve Holy. Good morning, beautiful Tim and Willie. That's funny. Hi, this is Steve Holy, and when I want to fill my ear hole with radio, my ear hole, okay. Ear hole? Okay. Tim and Willie in the morning.
Awesome.
Okay, check this out. Here comes Santa Claus, right down Santa Claus Lane. Vixen, Blitzen, all of his reindeer falling all the rain. Hear those sleigh bells jingle, jangle, what a beautiful sight. Jump ahead and cover up your head, 'cause Santa Claus comes tonight. Well, here goes Santa Claus, right down Santa Claus Lane. He's got a baggage filled with toys for boys and girls again. Santa knows that we're God's children, that makes everything right. Hang your stockings and say your prayers, 'cause Santa Claus comes tonight. I said, here goes Santa Claus, right down Santa Claus Lane. He doesn't care if you're rich or poor, loves you just the same. Peace on earth will come to all if they just follow the light. Let's give thanks to the Lord above, 'cause Santa Claus comes tonight. 'Cause Santa Claus comes tonight.
Thank you, Steve Holy.
Elvis never sang it that good.
You better not shout, you better not cry, you better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. He's making a list and checking it twice. He's gonna find out who's naughty or nice. Santa Claus is coming to town. 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 'Cause he knows when you've been sleeping. He knows when you're away. He knows if you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sake. Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town. And here he comes right now. But he knows if you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sake. Oh, you better not shout, you better not cry, you better not pout, I'm telling you why. 'Cause here comes Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus, right down Santa Claus Lane. Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is Oh, yes, he